Today we are visiting Estonia, an exciting startup hotspot in the new Nordics. We will start our journey by visiting Taavi Rõivas, the former Prime Minister of Estonia, at the Estonian Parliament Riigikogu. Following visits to meet some of the key entrepreneurs, companies and incubators in the country, including Priit Alamäe from Nortal and Ragnar Sass from Lift 99. This episode will give you a glimpse into the unique world of the so-called Estonian startup mafia.
The living standard Estonia is currently at, it has grown multiple times in the last 2 decades or 2.5 decades. To grow to the living standard as the other Nordic countries, we obviously have to do things very smartly. We have to focus on our strengths. It's quite difficult to build, for example, a steel factory or something very industrial and then go global in, let's say, 30 years. That wouldn't be realistic probably. But focusing on sectors like digital can do that. And in digital you can upscale very fast. You need to be very smart, you need to know what to do. And this is one key strength that we have, at least we ourselves think that we have found. And now the new Nordics, in my opinion, should be even more dynamic, even more open to new things, and equally well defended and protected from all sorts of risks and adversaries.
Could you share, just in a nutshell, for international viewers that are looking for setting up operations in Estonia, what is this e-residency that the Estonian government has been pushing?
So e-residency is simply offering the same platform of digitally identifying yourself and digitally signing documents to those people whose own governments don't provide that. But while doing business, I think Estonians, as said before, do have a very Nordic, or in some aspects also very German work ethics and culture. We are not very good in small talk, and we are very straightforward. If a promise is made, it's kept. If you agree to meet at some certain time, you will be meeting at that particular time. And I think what is also very positive about the Estonian startups is that they help each other. I think it would be okay or even natural for them to compete for investors, for contacts, to keep them all for themselves, to be competitive with others. But instead, they have chosen much more like a way to look at the big picture, and they exchange the contexts, they exchange the experiences. And I think this is the way to do it, and that this is one of the reasons why the Estonian startup community has been so successful in such a short time. Well, the first success story that has influenced many others was obviously Skype. The biggest effect that Skype gave to Estonia was that we got the experience as a society that it is possible to start a global venture right here in Tallinn with 4 people. Clear number 2 in this respect is TransferWise, which is providing payments from one currency to another much faster and much cheaper than the banks can do it.
In this series we're also interviewing Priit Alamäe from Nortal, and understand that they are also an up-and-coming new digital venture from Estonia. Are you familiar with their operations?
Of course. Nortal is currently the biggest software developer, not only in Estonia, but they have reached beyond the borders already, I think around 10 years or more ago. And what I like about their operations is that they are not hesitating to go to markets that have not been touched by Estonians before.
Right now we are a company of 600 people, 600 plus. We are growing at quite a heavy rate. We are operating in 3 regions. One is the, let's say, as you like to call it, the new Nordics. So Scandinavia, then we have Estonia, Lithuania. Now we're opening up Germany. Then we have the what we call the Gulf and Africa business. So we're working in GCC and in some African countries. And then we have US. Then strategy, as we know it, is dead. You cannot anymore plan for 5 years. Whatever you plan, you know it's going to change, and it's going to start changing from the moment when you have finished your PowerPoint. So instead of strategy, we should talk about direction. Direction plus then the speed of adoption. We use the analogy of a football coach and the basketball coach. So when you're a coach of the football team, yes, you do your pre-game analysis, you put your strategy in place, then you send the team out. And then they need to be on their own for 45 minutes. And even if you see from the sidelines that something is going wrong, you cannot really do anything about it. You can jump and shout, but nobody will hear it anyway. But when you look at basketball, yes, you do the same pre-game analysis, plans, everything. You send the team out. But then the moment you see that something is moving, that the opposite team is not behaving as you were expecting, team huddle, change of direction, off you go again. So I think business has always been run in a kind of a football way. There is very, very long-term plans and everything is laid out very clearly in steps, and then you go and execute. And very often you don't question enough the plan that has been laid out. So I think it's moving much more into a basketball direction, where you have the initial hypothesis, you have the direction, but then you are huddling, so to say. And if you want to build an organization which can operate like this, then you need to build this up in a completely different way. So in addition to supporting your strategy or direction or your organizational processes, we strongly believe that technology should be considered as an inspiration and as a change agent by the boards. Now, how can we change the way we do business inspired by technology? So that's what we are trying to do as a company.
Very well put. Actually, everywhere where we talk here in Estonia, everybody is emphasizing speed. And it seems like the importance of speed is very well understood here in Estonia.
No, but when you look in nature, the smaller you are as an animal, the faster you need to be. No, for the elephant, they can take their slow walk. If you're a mouse, you cannot afford that. So we are the mouse. It's extremely easy to set up a company. I mean, if you just want to start the business, from all the administrative point of view, I believe we are one of the easiest countries in the world. For some reason, I don't know why, the Estonian people get excited very easily over anything new that comes. So as a testing ground for new ideas, especially if we're talking about anything inspired by technology, I think it's a perfect environment. So you can test your ideas, you can get the first success, but it's going to be very difficult to make money out of this market. And if we look at the Estonian technology sector, I would guess that 80% is kind of directed to export.
Next, we are moving over to meet Ragnar Sass, the founder of Pipedrive and now Lift 99, one of the hottest incubators in the region.
So basically, Lift 99 is actually building founder community in Europe. So this is our first location. We call it our lab or learning center. So we Lift 99 Telliskivi is we are building community where every member who is joining our community need to be highly passionate specialist, but key value is helping each other, helping us to grow. So it's more like a growing center. We have here some freelancers, we have some small outsourcing company, but mainly it's here startups who can help each other to go to global scale. So that's what we have done here. We have totally redesigned what means co-working center, and we have done it in much different way, and now we start to scale it to the Central and Eastern Europe. You come from whatever country to Estonia, maybe you want to exactly do e-residency, you want to open here your company, and we are the best partner here to help. The key element for us is that we are really picking members because we want to be sure that every member who join us accepting our values. Mm-hmm. And also our focus is companies which want to go to the global scale. Our community which is working here would be a few hundred. But as I was telling, on top of that, we are building software, which is focusing also those people which don't have office here, but we still as the same thing. You are CEO or founder of company, it's going to the global, you have already product out, you have some revenue, you have some product market fit, we are connecting 10 people, which means that we have soon virtual membership, which is focusing that how I can, meet and share my ideas with like-minded people. So which means that we are doing heavily focusing how to build this founder network beyond the borders that we have. We are focusing how Skype Pipedrive or TransferWise success can help not only Tallinn, Estonia, but Helsinki, Minsk, Kiev, Budapest, Warsaw, Prague, and so on. So that's the drive what we are doing the same way. So the key element is sense that we just have to not fight each other, but help each other. And that's the main thing that Lift 99 core mission is building, giving back to community. So basically, this is the startups from Estonia which are the standing out. Like those companies are growing fast, which is very important. Second of all, they have at least done like 3 million annual revenue, or they have raised at least 5 million venture funding. And then third thing, which is very important, they are paying Estonian government every quarter very big amount of tax. Because this is what makes Estonian startups important, that we are giving back to government, we are paying taxes here. So it's not Estonian company who has office only in Silicon Valley, it's important that we make also jobs here and give back. And so this is who are standing out. This is Pipedrive, so this is the company which I'm the founder, and we have in Estonia 300 people. We have people from 40 countries in our Tallinn office. So we have people flying from South Africa, Brazil, from Uruguay just to Estonia because they want to work for us. And actually, we have the biggest number of Brazilians in Estonia in our company, that even Brazilian ambassador who lives in Finland visited Estonia to say, thank you, you have so many Brazilians in the company. So many people indeed know TransferWise. This is our unicorn. Then I'm very sure that Taxify is a taxi, this is like Uber, but they are very strong in Africa. So they have like market in Kenya, in Nigeria, and the founder is only 24, I think so. So he started when he was 20, basically. What else we have? So there is like also many people know Starship, because Starship is doing delivery drones. The founder is Skype founder Ahti Heinla. So this is his new company. We basically look this list and update it in every quarter, looking who are there coming. And same time we have here like 1-2 companies which is already sold. Another round, and Planet OS have done exits recently. So this is why we have exit here. And yeah, actually a year ago we had Niklas Stenström, the founder of CEO of Skype, was opening officially this Estonian Mafia Hall of Fame.
Nobody will catch you if you fall. So you need to be ready for all of this. But at the same time, when you're able to look back and see that you have made your own very small dent in the universe, that's the ultimate satisfaction. I mean, that's the ultimate kind of job satisfaction. And that's the ultimate reward for the entrepreneur. But the dents that we make in the universe, as Mr. Steve Jobs said, I mean, his dent is a big one. We are trying to make our own small dent somewhere.